Now Allah Ta'ala gives a simple example. He says, look, when we read Quran without ma'rifah and we read Quran with ma'rifah. A short surah of Quran. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhaakumut takathur. Hatta zurtumul maqabir. Kalla sawfa ta'lamun. Thumma kalla sawfa ta'lamun. Kalla law ta'lamuna ilma al-yaqeen latarawunna al-jahim. Thumma latarawunnaha ayna al-yaqeen. Thumma latus'alunna yawma idhin anin na'im. Surely abundance distracts you. You're constantly running after more. Abundance distracts you. Hatta zurtumul maqabir. Until you come and visit the graves. Then surely you will come to know. And know again, surely you will come to know. And indeed, if you had certain knowledge, you would have seen the fire of hell. لَتَرَوُنَّ الْجَحِيمِ. Then you would have seen it with eyes of certainty. Then on that day, you will be questioned about the blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now, you go ask just somebody who gives you a traditional interpretation. What is he going to tell you? He's going to tell you, see, what happened was during the time of the Prophet, these Jahil Arabs used to take so much pride in their numbers. They used to count their qabila, their tribe, to say, oh, we are 220, you guys are only 50, so we are a bigger tribe. And then if somebody thought they didn't have enough numbers, they used to go to the cemetery and they used to count their dead as well. They used to say, yeah, you are 220, but if you count our dead, we are 221, so we are one up on you, right? So they would actually go and compete at those numbers. So, alhaakumut takathur, you know, your many numbers and abundance distracts you until you go to the cemetery to count. Hatta zurtumul maqabir. Kalla sawfa ta'lamun. Surely you will come to know. Thumma kalla sawfa ta'lamun. Then surely you will come to know. Now you see a disconnect here. You don't understand here. What does surely you will come to know have anything to do with counting the dead there? Kalla law no, if you knew with certainty, you would see the fire of hell. Now you're thinking, what has counting their dead got to do with seeing the fire of hell? Does it mean Allah doesn't want us to count our dead? Does it mean Allah doesn't want us to go after abundance? Right? Surely you would have seen the fire of hell. Then you would see it with eyes of certainty. And then you will be asked about your blessings. So Allah will ask you, how much did you eat? How much did you drink? All the blessings He gave you, the health, the body, and so on and so forth. This is one interpretation. Now look at Allama Tabatabai's understanding based on Ma'rifah. He says, there is only one Allah, unity. Through Him comes creation, which is multiplicity. Your suffering and your anxiety is because you have lost that connection and awareness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so you have stopped being in love with Him. When you fall in love with Him, all your suffering will melt away. You are in pain because you are connected to Allah. He is near to you, but you are far from Him. Not in the physical sense, but you are unaware of Him. Alhaakumut takathur. Multiplicity, meaning pluralities, meaning creation, is distracting you from the one reality and the one truth. Hatta zurtumul maqabir. Until the day when you will come and visit the graves, then you will know that He is the only reality. Kalla sawfa ta'lamun. Nay, surely you will know that on that day, that He is the only reality. Thumma kalla sawfa ta'lamun. Then again, no, you will know with certainty when you die. If you don't enlighten yourself now, then when the soul is separated from the body, now you will see reality. Then most certainly you will know this with absolute yaqeen. ثم كلا سوف تعلمون كلا لو تعلمون علم اليقين. But no, indeed, if you had certain knowledge, لترون الجحيم, you would have seen that this multiplicity, this world of plurality is hellfire. That you are living in hell right now because you are living in a world of pluralities, as opposed to a world of unity where there is no self-will and you have surrendered to Allah. So because you live in takathur, لَتَرَوُنَّ الْجَحِيمِ, you would have seen that you are actually in Jahim. ثُمَّ لَتَرَوُنَّهَا عَيْنَ الْيَقِينِ, and you would have seen with eye of certainty that what you are in is Jahim, and you will now long to come out of multiplicity towards unity. ثُمَّ لَتُسْأَلُنَّ يَوْمَئِذٍ عَنِ النَّعِيمِ, and on that day you will be asked of the greatest blessing. That blessing is not what you ate and drank. That blessing is, I gave you life, and I gave you the opportunity to strive and come towards me, and I sent guides to bring you towards me. What did you do with those guides? And what did you do with that opportunity to grow spiritually and come to me? And to end that, just to end that as the final majlis, Tabarsi, one of our great mufassirs of Quran and scholars, in his tafsir Majma'ul Bayan, he quotes a narration. He says that Imam Ja'far as-Sadiq, salawatullahi wa salamu alayhi, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. He says, Imam al-Sadiq asked Abu Hanifa, tell me, what does this verse mean? ثُمَّ كَلَّا لَوْ تَعْلَمُونَ عِلْمَ الْيَقِينِ لَتَرَوُنَّ الْجَحِيمِ ثُمَّ لَتُسْأَلُنَّ يَوْمَئِذٍ عَنِ النَّعِيمِ. On that day you will be asked about the blessings of Allah. What is this blessing? Tell me, O Abu Hanifa. He said, Ya Abda Rasulullah, food, drink, the fruits, the health that is given you. Now Imam al-Sadiq asks him, he says, tell me, Abu Hanifa, is it gracious of a host that he invites you to his house, then he gives you all kinds of food and drink and keeps you in comfort and luxury, and then when you're leaving, he sends his servant behind you who stops you at the door and says, give me account of how much did you eat and drink? And you have to stand and give account and say, I had so much bread and I had so much dates and I drank 1 cup of milk. And is this munificence? Do you expect this from a host? He said, no, Ya Ibn Rasulullah. He said, do you think Allah will do that with you? He is far more gracious than you. Oh Abu Hanifa, this na'im, this ni'mah that Allah will ask you is the wilayah of we, the AHLULBAYT alayhimus salam.